Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rosa Apriliana as the Prime Minister of this House. And today's motion is this House would block ex-corruptor from running in legislative election. Before I elaborate my argument, I would like to define the motion first. The motion is this House would block ex-corruptor from running in the legislative election. This House here refers to the government. Block means to stop someone from being done or from succeeding. Ex-corruptor is someone who has completed their prison sentence after embezzling funds in their company. And legislative election is the process of selecting candidates who have the duty and authority to make a constitution in a country. So, the motion can be defined that the government would stop someone who has done an embezzling fund to running the selection process for legislative candidates which have the authority to make constitution in a country. This issue appears when ex-corruptors still dare to nominate themselves in the legislative election. And actually, we often encounter this issue in our country, in Indonesia. Some of them have committed criminal acts by embezzling funds or stealing state funds. And after they were sentenced for the crime, there were still many parties who supported them to run for the legislature. This is the problem if ex-corruptors are still given the opportunity to run from legislative election. It will cause us concern in our society. They may return to criminal acts or even provoke other members of the legislature to commit corruption. That's why I agree with this motion that government would block ex-corruptors from running in the legislative election. As a Prime Minister, I believe that block ex-corruptor is the enforcement of human rights to achieve democratic ideas. So basically, human rights become positive rights in two forms, law and morals. The both are the basis of humans to live together socially, which is an effort to advance the welfare of society. Law is formed to regulate society in moral behavior, so that both are related in forming human values. In this situation, law and moral will be the guideline for the state to achieve public welfare or can be referred to as state achievement. While corruption is not a state achievement, but a human crime that is detrimental to society. They embezzle state funds and use it for their personal benefits. We can say of it as an usurpation of rights. Crimes committed by corruptors shouldn't only be punished, but it is necessary to normalize the cancel culture so that they get a deterrent effect. That's why ex-corruptors who have abused their power and not responsible to the state must be blocked from legislative election. We still have many people who have quality and integrity to be candidates in the legislative election. Those who have a good track record are more trustworthy to be elected. And ex-corruptor should not have this opportunity again, because they have the potential to commit their crimes again. So the government must present in upholding the rights of citizens who are the fundamental responsibility of the state by forming a government that is clean and free from corruption. The General Election Commission has Regulation Number 20 of 2018, which concerns to the nomination of members of the People Legislative Assembly, Provincial Regional Representative, Regency or City Regional People's Representative Council complies with the establishment of legislation in Indonesia. This regulation also applies as an effort to block ex-corruptors as candidates of legislative members in the 2019 election. it proved that the General Election Commission has been responsible for protecting the society from human crimes committed by corruptors. So this regulation should get a lot of support to harmonize the ideals of Indonesian democracy. So we can conclude that Bloc's ex-corruptors as member of the legislative candidates doesn't violate the human rights of Indonesian citizens. Because corruption is a human crime which limits the social development of community. Therefore, Block ex-corruptor is actually the enforcement of human rights because society have rights to get a clean and corruption-free government. So that's all for me. Thank you.